Hey everyone. This week we have all been shocked by the Balenciaga advertising campaign featuring children wearing bondage outfit, metal studs on leather bands wrapped around teddy bears, all kinds of perverse imagery. There was a piece of paper printed with a court ruling from Supreme Court on child pornography. There were references to demons and to Baal on some of these photographs. A bit too much for the average Joe, and I want to look into what this might mean for the general public's awareness of this kind of abuse of children, and also symbolism of a rather demonic kind. So stay with me until the end of this video to see how deep this whole goes. And yeah, I'm Ivan. I bring you content on truth and thriving in this time of awakening, and let's dive in. So a few days ago, the new Balenciaga ad campaign featuring literal children in bondage outfit, sexualized little kids that maybe some perverts find exciting. I don't know, I would assume that there is some kind of compelling factor for the audience of Balenciaga, seeing as they produce these kinds of advertising campaigns. By now, they are backpedaling because they got a lot of heat, and they are in a move I find not very compelling, deceptive. They have filed a suit against the producer of the ad of the order of 25 million, I believe. And of course the claim is that they didn't know, we didn't check it, and they would have us believe that Balenciaga, the upscale brand that I didn't even know about before this scandal, because I don't care about that world, that this decadent brand, that they don't have anyone checking the photographs. That's what they want us to believe. So that there was an ad company, I don't remember the name of it, produced it, sent it off to Balenciaga. Balenciaga says, hey, that looks cool, and then they publish the campaign. Now this seems a little less than realistic and plausible to me. I would say it sounds utterly deceptive. And that is where we are. I think we're in a bit of a red pill moment here for a lot of people. And my background here is that about 2 to 3 years ago, say pre-COVID, I didn't spend any time on delving into deep rabbit holes where evil lurked. I was observing it in individuals in the work that I did with men, the kind of ways that there can be demonic possessions of our psyche. They can be very real. They're not metaphors. They're absolutely real. I even experienced this with a former lover of mine, which was very intense. So I see where trauma opens the psyche to being possessed by demonic forces. It's real. It's very real. And what I see is that this campaign from Balenciaga has a similar kind of feel to it, because with these references, there's this little boy on one of the photographs. Behind him to his left, he's drawn pictures of demons, devils, dark angels. There is some kind of yellow tape where Balenciaga is written, but with a double A, so as to indicate Baal, which is of course one of the many faces of evil that is referenced in Christianity. So when the general public sees this, I think more than one person will think this is weird. This is weird, and it looks weird to me. It looks very weird to me. So I looked into who these people are, And I believe that the head designer of Balenciaga, her name I think is Lotta Volkova or something like that. And her Instagram is full of occult and satanic imagery. In one picture, she looks utterly evil, dressed in red, and she's carrying 2 red babies. Her hands blood-stained, and she looks like a demon. Literally, she looks like a demon. She's referencing all of the cool places that she hangs out, like little caves with Baphomet and upside-down crosses on the wall. There are other people involved, married to some of these people in Balenciaga, that look like degenerate freaks, and soulless eyes, very scary looking. And they're clearly not normal people. And yet they are trying to get back into the grace of the public now and saying that, oh, this was not intentional. But the thing that is opening up is really, really, really dark. So I'm warning you, this is difficult, this next segment that we're going to talk about. But every year, millions of children go missing around the world. I don't know how many million, but that happens. And human trafficking, of course, is a massive industry. And more, we're getting indications that very famous people are involved in it. There are even indications that Joe Biden is now about to be investigated for human trafficking. I was just quickly exploring this online and quickly found a debunking article. I wasn't convinced by that. Classical debunking, spin doctoring, we'll see. But the point being is that this is not something that normal people like you and I deal with. This is very degenerate, evil people in high places that are involved with this. As I said, I wasn't looking into this until very recently. And more witnesses are coming forth. Check out the TED Talk from Annika Lucas. She is a Belgian victim of this kind of ritual abuse by high-ranking politicians in basically what she refers to as a satanic network in Belgium. There was a 60 Minutes our report done on this back in the 90s, I believe there was, when we were in the middle of this satanic panic. You know, so there was a spin machine that quickly said that all of this is bullshit. I don't think it is. So the indication here, given the explicitness of the symbology, Baal, demons, sexualization of children, child pornography, it's all there in the Balenciaga ad. You have completely degenerate people that are clearly evil and are clearly glorifying the murder of children that are behind Balenciaga. This is the tip of the iceberg. And I think we're starting to enter a time now where this kind of information is coming out. And that's hard. Listening to Annika Lucas being interviewed, I would love to do an interview with her myself one day, but I was just weeping. The kind of things that she had to go through as a child. And you could say that, oh, what about if she's lying? I have spent a decade of my life refining and honing my capacity to identify if somebody's lying. I would say she's not lying. I would say that these people are not lying. And I actually have a friend that told me that she had been a victim of these things. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I couldn't take it in at that moment because it seemed too far out. I was just like not willing to go there. But what the Balenciaga ad is showing us is that this is a world that is attempted normalized more and more. They appear to be trying to pull it out into the daylight and making it okay even in the scene world. But clearly it was premature for that, and so Balenciaga is backtracking, and I hope that they burn down to the ground and that everyone involved is cast out from any kind of role of significance. I hope they lose all of their money. I hope they lose all of their celebrity. I hope they have a good 10, 20 years of suffering. Not because I hate them, but because I think that is the only thing that could set them right with themselves and their souls. There are some pretty severe karmic implications for doing something like this. And yes, we can speculate as to what exactly happened. Some people I see say that when you do a photo shoot like this, you buy props from a prop company and you just spread it out and you may not even look at what was in there. I find it very unlikely that Balenciaga's people would not check them out. So there's a very deep and dark and all-pervasive world that seems to involve millions of children that is being exposed through this campaign. And if you have the stomach for it, then dive deeper and check out Anna Kalux's interview with Epoch on YouTube. 4-hour conversation and horrifying stuff. So that's about it. I hope that we can see what is being revealed without becoming too jaded and too cynical about humanity and about the world. And in the next video, I will be talking about that, how we can be in this time of awakening and lift our consciousness above the chaos and the darkness that is just flowing across the world right now. So if you want more content like this, even though today it was quite dark, then make sure to subscribe and click the bell if you want notifications every time there's a new video. And I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.